Hi, I'm Kenneth Urken, personal finance editor at TheStreet.com and the editor of MainStreet. I'm joined today for the Moola Files by Teke Wiggin of Inman News. Thanks for being here.
No problem.
So tell me about these matchmaking sites that pair potential buyers and sellers with realtors. Is this like online dating for buying houses?
Yeah, that's the way a lot of founders of these sites are describing them, as the eHarmony or OkCupid of real estate. Basically, the idea is to look at a lot of information available about an agent on the internet or in public records, crunch that data, and sometimes even measure personality traits and match buyers agents with home buyers or sellers agents with home sellers.
We hear all these horror stories about OkCupid dates gone bad. Are there any downsides to the real estate matchmaking sites?
Yeah, of course, and that's a concern. Some real estate agents would voice. You can't just take data like you're 6'1", you have blue eyes. That doesn't mean you're gonna be a match made from heaven with someone. But at the same time, if you can see that an agent has sold a whole lot of homes, let's say in the $500,000 price range, you're trying to sell a $500,000 home. This person has the expertise that you're looking for, and that's a good approach. Some people would say, and different from the way it usually works. Especially in the case of buyers, because everyone's taking to these listing sites all the time looking for properties on their own, and they reach out to the seller's agents of these properties. Seller agent says, oh, property is no longer available, sorry, but they wind up working with that agent anyway, and there's no sort of logic to that pairing. And so buyers who are matched based on certain criteria with agents really could have an advantage when they're buying today.
Is there a direct analog between, let's say, eHarmony and a real estate site, or OkCupid and a real estate matchmaking site?
So like a flash hookup site versus long-term relationship
marriage
kind of site?
Sure.
Yeah, possibly. There's this one site called Agent Finder, and it sort of administers this very elaborate questionnaire trying to gauge personality traits, behavioral traits, and gives the same questionnaire to the consumer, and they make this match based on sort of more qualitative data, and that's called Agent Finder. It's a very new site. Another site might be Google-backed HomeLight, which looks mostly at transaction data. What neighborhood does this agent specialize in? And what price range do they specialize in? So that's more quantitative. You could say it's more of a physical attraction kind of thing, sort of.
What does this whole trend indicate about the real estate market at large and its tech-focused trajectory?
Yeah, well, the real estate tech space has seen an inflow of a lot of capital recently. Probably two main reasons. One is the market is recovering, and then two is there have been two large high-profile IPOs. Trulia, listing site Trulia, listing site Zillow, raised hundreds of millions of dollars and really showed investors that there's a lot of money to be made right now.
I know that you guys at Inman News are very concerned and very tapped into this trend. How are you guys using conferences and incubators to promote some of these startups and fledgling companies?
Yeah, we care very much about fostering these sort of companies, and we have two conferences that we host every year. And the idea is to get lots of startups to show up and showcase their new technological products. We also have panels of speakers, CEOs of some of these successful startups, talking about the latest technological trends and that sort of thing. We also have an incubator program that we just launched. We're still accepting applications. The idea is to sort of allow startups to leverage sort of the expertise and network that Inman News has in order to cultivate the product.
Okay. Teke Wiggin from Inman News. This has been the Moola Files.